Good morning, everyone. We are here at Eccentrica. We are with Andrea and Maurizio, and they are going to tell us all about the Diablo restomod that they have behind us. Hello, thank you guys for talking to us.
Thanks to you.
So tell me everything.
Yes, everything is quite complicated because there are lots of things inside this car. So the idea here from Emanuele Colombini, the founder, was to bridge the gap between the various generations of the Diablo, starting from the first generation, which is the one the project is based on, until the Diablo GT and GTR. If you see on the design side, there are some points of the Diablo, for example, SV, like the air scoops. You find some components of the GTR inspired, like the front part of the car. So we like to say that this is a synthesis in terms of design of the various iteration of the Diablo. With regards to technology and upgrades, technical upgrades, we work very much, and then Maurizio will tell you better. But not only to make the car more powerful, it has 55 more horsepower, but was not the real intention of the car.
Yeah.
We decided to make this car, the first generation Diablo, as cool as the Diablo GT, as drivable as an everyday car that you can take on the weekend, have fun, and then park it again. So this is a car that is an improved handling, is an improved engine, everything is really been rethought and re-engineered to make this car an everyday car, still very much rooted in those 90s analogical feelings of driving. So we don't want to build an hypercar.
Yeah.
This is a car that is rooted in the 90s, updated with technology and state-of-the-art solutions.
I love it.
What do you think?
I think this is really a big umbrella that is able to cover all the, let me say, the concept and the philosophy of Eccentrica. It's clearly that to take a car like Lamborghini Diablo with an icon, sometimes it's really difficult to be able to create something more of what was the car. And I think the main scope of Eccentrica was exactly this, taking, let me say, a mytho and to create something with the best test of today, and based on the technology that was not available in the 90s, to be able to install in the technology of today. And for this reason, all what Andrea mentioned before, mainly related to the drivability of the car, was possible today. Why? Because, for example, in the 90s was not available more or less any kind of electronic engine management system that was able to give a progressivity in the power and in the torque. And what Andrea said is totally right. Increase the power, I don't want that is an easy job, but it's not enough. You must guarantee that it's a smooth erogation of torque and power. And after, when you have this, the other big problem is to handle and to manage, because customer must enjoy the increase of the power. And for this was completely re-engineering a 6-speed gearbox that didn't exist. And why? Because in the original Diablo was only 5 with a long gear ratio, and this was really create some, let me say, uncomfortable management of the car. With the 6-speed, now everything is really much more smooth, much more enjoyable, and this is important. The other point is related to the, for example, flywheel, much lighter. This means to give a possibility to accelerate much faster and to have a better engagement of the gear in every condition. This is to put power on the road, but when you have power on the road, if you want really to enjoy, you need to have something exceptional, that is a chassis. Chassis of the original Diablo was increased in terms of stiffness, because if you want to increase the suspension and behavioral, you need to increase also stiffness of the chassis. We have re-engineering completely front and rear suspension, because we enlarge the front and rear track of the car in order to have more square on the ground. And what was not available in the 90s, the possibility to adopt active suspension. What means is that you have 3 different setups of the car, where you can choose between, let me call, comfort and sportive, and this really allowed to customer to enjoy this. The other big improvement was sometimes in the 90s, steering was really difficult also to handle. Here the car is equipped with electronic power steering system. Means you are really able to have a perfect setup based on the different condition of driving, and our customer can really have the best experience possible with the car of the 90 actualized in the 2025. If we go to the interiors, I think this is really a masterpiece of design engineering, because also what surprised me was the capability to readapt in a modern style technology that was available in the 90s, but only on the computer. If you remember, in the 90s, the computer used the pictogram. There was the famous Atari game of the tennis where you have 3 pictograms that play with the ball. but no one at this time implemented in a car. Eccentrica what did is really to take a completely new interiors, put electronic instrument cluster using the representation that was the most actual in the 90. This is something unique. I never seen in all my experience in 43 years of car development a solution like this, because every time everybody tried to have the last technology, OLED technology, super fine define of the design and stuff. In this car, this is really something unique. Really, you have the DNA of the 90, DNA of Lamborghini mixed together, and the final result is Eccentrica.
I love it.
Shall we show the cockpit? Do you want to see that?
Please.
Go ahead.
Andrea, you are more expert than me about
So
this.
what Maurizio was saying about stiffening, these
I
are not
see.
just design. Of course, these are first of all structural components to make the car stiffen. And this is something very cool. As Maurizio was saying, we decided to root this car in terms of handling, but also in terms of design in the 90s. So the technology is really where it should be. So the key is
Cool.
is very analogical. You know, is a real key, no keyless, no electronic here. And basically the procedure is that you turn on the key. Okay, here you have the fuel ignition pump. You press the ignition pump, and then the cool dashboard is there.
Wow.
You wanna hear the noise?
Yes.
You have people
press
behind.
start.
Okay, go.
I love it. Yes, I want to hear the
And
noise.
this is with the open exhaust.
My neighbors would love that.
Probably not that much.
I don't know where you
Probably
live.
not that
If
much.
you live in a compound, I think
Well,
somebody
That's
will
so
have some
funny.
trouble.
Yeah, they'd probably report me.
But this is really, for me, something that today is really difficult to have, is really a soul of a car.
Yeah.
And the soul of the 90 was probably one of the most exciting if you take the story of the car business, because in terms of homologation, in terms of freedom to do car like this was really unique. Today Eccentrica is able to offer again this kind of soul, this kind of emotion in a car that is actualized at the 2025 in terms of design, in terms of, let me say, engineering, in the chassis, in the drivability, and in the fun to drive the car. I think this is really a unique opportunity really to enjoy something unique.
Yeah, you guys did a great job with it.
Thank you.
I love it. Is there anything that we didn't cover about the engine?
I think there are other details that are really specific, means what was changed, camshaft, injection coil, something like this, but I think it's too much technical detail. If you want, I can tell you also diameter of
How long do we have? Just a couple of hours?
If you have an hour, we sit and we can make the lesson, and no problem.
No, I know you guys can talk about this all day, but thank you so much for showing us around. This is really cool. Have you sold one?
Yes, of course. Almost all of them have been sold.
They're all sold.
Yes.
And you're making 19 of
Only
them?
19 will be
You
done.
sold anyone in Florida?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. I'm trying to find
As
it. in
far
Florida.
as we are close to 2 in Florida.
Okay. I hope to see one of these on the road.
Yeah, you will. You will.
Well, congrats. Thank you guys so much for telling
Thank
us
you.
about
Thank
this.
you.
It's amazing.
Ciao.